Hello,
Hi,
and welcome back to another episode of
Money with Min.
Now today's episode, we're going to be covering our budget, specifically our budget from January of 2021. Not only did we want to track what our spending was, we wanted to compare that to an average or a data set that we could find.
So we're comparing what we spend in a month versus what the average cost of living for a two-person income in Orange County, California.
So we found this website called calbudgetplanning.com. So on calbudgetcenter.com, you can look up in the states based upon your living situation, whether you're a single adult, single parent family, two-parent family, etc. And you can see based upon your selection as well as the county you live in. And we decided to pick, since we are a married couple with no children,
No kids.
we decided to look at single adults and multiply by 2. And this is the data that we got.
So remember, this is very basic everyday expenses, basically more fixed cost expenses. So it doesn't account for people who have student debt or want to save for college education for their kids.
Just credit card debt and consumer debt in general.
Or even saving for retirement.
Almost effectively living paycheck to paycheck, but we'll look at the numbers and see how this plays out.
And I'm surprised because this is a lot to be living paycheck to paycheck. But then this is California. Like, let's say a 6-figure income in Southern California is the same as a $40,000 income in a lower cost of living area. Yeah. So you might think, oh, we're spending so much money. It's actually pretty normal and average for where we live.
But yeah, everything is more expensive in California. Taxes are higher in California.
Utilities is higher in California.
Groceries are higher. So let's get into it. And yeah, this is what you were surprised at, right? Because what is the total?
For basic expenses that you need to live on is $5,500. And that's a lot to me.
That's a lot, right? So if you annualize that, that's $66,000, right? At least, which I've heard like in Orange County, $75,000 salary is the minimum take-home salary that's needed. But when you think about taxes, you're not taking home $75,000. Yeah. So there's definitely like a mismatch between salary and expenses here.
And California is also one of the highest tax states in the US. So let's see, based on these statistics, how much money you'll need in order to survive here.
So let's take that $5,512 on average. And then we took a look at our January budget and broke it down into a little bit more detail to see how we're spending our money on a monthly basis. So the first category that we want to show you is housing and bills and utilities, which is on average $2,514. We broke ours out in a little bit of different way so you can see this. But our housing cost every month is $2,800, but this includes insurance and taxes and HOAs as well.
And then our bills and utilities, $465 a month, and that includes cell phone bills, electricity, water, internet. Yeah. So our total housing cost is about $3,200 a month.
When you think about the average categories on this side, there's taxes here included, which I think could include both property tax if you own a home or your income tax. So we weren't sure. We spend more than half of our expenses on housing.
Oh, but then for our cell phone bills, I'm paying for my family and stuff too. So
yeah, so our cell phone bill is pretty high. So the next category is food, and the average household of 2 adults spends $536.
And us, we spend about almost $1,000 on food, so double. We divide it into 2 separate sections for food and drink, which is mostly eating out and boba.
A lot of boba.
And groceries is just, Ralph's, Costco, Target, Vietnamese supermarket.
Oh, let's show them actually what we spend food on for food and drink, like what we actually buy. So if you zoom into just food and drink here, you can see where we spent that $550 last month on just dining out, takeout. But you can see we spent $170 there at Oshima, which is our favorite sushi place.
Worth it.
But then we also do weekly takeout with DoorDash. We pick up boba here and there. So we do eat out a lot, but it does add up quite quickly.
Actually, we don't eat out that much
compared to before.
Before, Min has a rule that he has to eat out at least once a week. At least.
What do you guys think? Do you guys spend this much on takeout? Let me know in the comments down below.
Yes, show us your spreadsheet for how much you spend on eating out. And I want to see if we spend way too much or we spend pretty normal.
So the next
is our healthcare spending. The average is $250 a month. And he gets insurance through his work. So he gets taken about $300 off his paycheck every month.
Yeah, so it's automatic, but it sounds about right. We're paying about $300 a month for health insurance, which I guess is normal. Having good healthcare pays more than for what it's worth.
Yes, I do believe in universal healthcare, by the way. I would be willing to pay more taxes
if everyone had access to good healthcare.
Yes.
Yeah. The next category that is in the average is actually childcare.
Yeah.
But since we don't have children yet we do want to, we currently spend $0 on childcare, but roughly how much do you think we should be setting aside?
Based on the charts and our friends and stuff, you need at least $2,000 a month.
Is that per kid?
Per kid.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't go up like $2,000 every kid. Like it could be like,
it scales.
It scales out. Like, so maybe with 2 kids, it'll be $3,000 to $3,500.
Okay. So that's something to plan for us when we do have kids.
2 max.
So the next category is transportation, which comes in at $608, which feels like a lot to me, but I think you explained it pretty well.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but that's for 2 people, 2 cars, insurance, gas. And before, when I used to own my business and commute a lot, I think I spend roughly about $400 a month on gas and insurance and stupid tickets that I got. Right now, we decided during COVID, since we work from home, we don't commute as much, we decided to have only 1 car. And our car is a Tesla, so that
no gas,
just electricity, and that's baked into our utilities. And we only spend $62 a month for our car,
just on insurance.
And life pro tip: call your insurance and even utilities and stuff. And since we're in a pandemic, they were able to lower a lot of our bills.
And then below this line, there's miscellaneous for $722. So we decided to break that apart on our side and give you a little more detail. Let's look at how we spend our miscellaneous money every month.
So we spend about $500 a month on shopping, like Amazon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't think that's the normal, but I think it sort of goes in waves throughout the year.
Like some months we would get Amazon package every day. Like every day I open the door and like, what'd you buy? And he'll be like, what did I buy? Yeah. And then some months we have no packages at all.
Yeah, I remember that after Christmas there was like pretty much no packages for us. The next category is gifts and donations.
Yeah. Well, you know how on Facebook you can ask for donation for your birthday? Min would donate to everyone. And so this is like I would call it a fixed monthly expense.
I guess my philosophy is if I know you well enough to buy a drink for you, if I see you, then I will definitely donate to the charity of your cause on your birthday.
Rant though, the only problem I have with this is once you donate, they spam you so much mail. Like we get packets and packets of mail every week from these places that ask for more donations, but it's like you're wasting the money that you could spend giving it to the people in need, but you're spending 20 to 30% of your budget and destroying the government. I mean, destroying the destroying the environment with all the trees you're killing with like thick package.
Less waste, I'll give you more money, please. Just less waste.
I don't even mind giving more money if you just stop wasting.
Yep. The next category is pets, and here is our baby
our
Maru.
Our little devil we love so much. She brings so much joy to our life.
But yeah, we spend money on her not every month, but when she needs new food and needs to go to the vet or gets her nails clipped, that's when we'll spend money on her.
Yeah, we spent $134 this month. Next month is a lot more because she's getting spayed, and that costs about $300 for her. But then some months we don't spend anything on her.
Low maintenance.
But she's worth it. Look at how cute. She's worth it.
The next section is subscriptions, which includes things that we spend on a monthly basis like Netflix and YouTube Premium and Spotify. But it doesn't include like annual subscriptions like Amazon Prime,
Disney Plus, and all that stuff.
And the final category is entertainment, which is pretty low.
Pretty low because of the pandemic. I think once the pandemic is over, our entertainment will be at least like 10 times as much, honestly. Yeah, we love going to shows like Broadway shows, musicals. We love Disneyland. We love traveling.
Yeah, and travel's not even a bucket on this category, obviously. So.
Yeah, so I want to travel at least twice a year, and so we save a lot of money on that.
So going through this exercise made us clearly see how much we were spending every month, which is quite the surprise to us because it's actually very in line with the basic expenses of our average area. So in total, our monthly spending came out to a total of $5,549.
Versus the average spending of $5,512.
So what we've been doing with the extra amount we've been saving is a concept which I've talked about on this channel before, which is making sure to pay yourself first every single month, which means to save and invest into your retirement accounts, into your IRAs, active brokerage accounts.
Plan for your future before you spend it on anything else.
Yeah, so we've been very fortunate to have the income to save and invest very aggressively. And we'll talk about this in another video, but we've managed to save and invest roughly between $2,000 and $5,000 in any given month towards my 401k and my active brokerage accounts.
And stocks.
And a lot of stocks.
Yes.
Lots and lots of stocks.
I think it's all mindset. Like some people, like let's say, oh, I have $1,000 left over this month. Like, oh, I can splurge and buy myself a new TV that I want, or you know, a new Chanel.
5,
yeah,
which I did.
But then our go-to, like the first thing that both of us always think about first.
It's like, what can we invest in?
Yeah, what can we invest in? So let's say like, oh, I found $20 on the ground or something. My first thought isn't like, ooh, I can use this money to buy something. My first thought right away, the first thought in my mind is, what can I invest in with this money? And we're trying to utilize and maximize what we can save to invest in the stock market right now because we don't have children. Once we have children, that will cut like $2,000 to $3,000 every month from our budget. She's back. She's done with her bully stick.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video valuable, please give this video a like down below.
Smash the subscribe button.
And if you want to see more weekly videos on how to get wiser with your money and see more of Christina and I's thoughts about how to handle our budget and our finances, definitely consider subscribing.
Click the like button, subscribe, and say bye tomorrow.
And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace. Peace. Say peace.